before I can meet my friend Kerry. I'm not sure whether I'll be able to leave the truck though. We're going very, very slow, okay, so not really a problem. Some very impatient people behind. So it's market day, Wednesday is market day in the Taffy. As if I have to tell you that. Wow, so much stuff. Just leave my truck here. Why would I not? Oh, I can feel a little rain. Look at that wonderful old lady there. Little old lady, and the other one to the left, actually she's behind the larger lady, but they look like they're the indigenous tribe people. They're very tiny. There, that little lady at the back there, putting the towel on her head. And I'm not sure, but I think that they're selling, what? Not potatoes. So people are selling just about everything. Over there you've got Nipa for the roofs. That's Nipa on that little roof there. Beautiful. Oh gosh, look at that little house there, leaning over. And I don't know how they ever, if they ever, clean up. I'm sure that they must do, otherwise after about 4 Sundays like this they would be ankle deep in trash, so they must have a clean up. Maybe people clean up there themselves. So busy. Now there's all kinds of the boats here now. You can come down here and get one of the smaller ferry boats out to any one of these smaller islands, which are just like 10 or 15 minutes out. Grandma's Island was always 10 minutes, unless we hired the guy. If we hired the boat captain, and we hired him out for say 2 or 3 hours, and he would take us the more scenic way and to a drop-off that was just a short walk to Grandma's house. Of course, Grandma passed a little while ago, so we don't have quite as much reason to go out to her island now. And there's a ferry leaving, I would think, probably for Cebu. Oh, there's a very tall Filipina. So I love to come down and be here in all of this bustle. I like to be able to go home, of course, but to a very quiet place. But there's no quiet to be had at home anyway today, because of that dreaded invention, the karaoke machine. But it's going to be picked up and hopefully will be gone by the time I get back. There's a little multi-cab. That's it is the most used, most popular vehicle that you can buy, certainly here on the island. So in order, you have a bicycle, you have the scooter, you have the motorcycle, you have the tricycle. I love this form of transport there. How convenient. Look at it. Look how much he's carrying on there. He does his business on there. He can carry people. And then after that you have the multi-cab, which we have, of course. We have a multi-cab. Now the multi-cabs will take a terrific amount of punishment, but they're fairly easily repaired and not expensively. We've had the motor on the multi-cab, we've had that rebuilt twice. The first one and the second one were kind of like a home garage built. Look at this now. Try that in America. Try that in America. Oh, look at that. Look, it comes right up. It comes up about 15, I don't know, maybe 20 feet. So they're going to build a house with that. And they've got the Nipa, and on the back there they've got some other pieces of bamboo. And I can see the Amakong cladding. So probably on that vehicle there you've got everything that you need to build a house. Yeah, there's the Amakong cladding. I don't know whether he's expecting me to move or not. I'm not quite sure. Oh, somebody would have told me. Ah, there's a payment. Right out there, you can see a small ferry boat that will be going out to the islands. When you get up close to the port here, the water is very shallow, so they usually pole it. They have a pole on the side and they pole the boat out into the deeper water, and then of course they start the old diesel engine at an incredible racket. There's no talking on one of those boats when the motor is going. I'm guessing this lady here, let me bring you back, I'm guessing that she's there with her mother or grandmother. So right over there could be a permanent dwelling, and probably they're doing business from there, or maybe fishermen. But right up on stilts. And you can hear that throbbing. That's the karaoke machine. And they're off. Yes, everything for a house. That's all up at the back as well. Amazing. So those things are probably about, those poles are probably 30 feet. You see the truck disappearing into the distance. So you got the length of the truck, you got about 15 feet out the front, and about, well, I would think maybe 10 or 15 feet out the back. Okay, well that's a little glimpse of life down at the dock on Wednesday. This is market day.